welcome to Michelle Says Again. I'm Michelle. Today I am going to do a video, I can't believe I'm saying this, that has been requested. So in one of my community posts, I had asked what kind of ideas you guys might like to see. And I had one person mention fabric stash. I have my eye on you, Mari. And I had a couple other people that jumped in and said, yes, they'd like to see a fabric stash. So I'm gonna do it in 2 parts, possibly 3. But today I'm gonna talk about my knits because that one's easy because I don't have as many knits as I do woven. So I will try this and see how it goes. I don't have records of where I bought things. I've bought them over the last 1.5 years, almost 2 years now. And I don't remember where I got things. I don't keep tags on them that tell me the fabric content or anything. I should probably start doing that. Do you guys do that? So I just kind of have to go by what I think when I'm using stuff out of my stash to make stuff. So I'm sitting on the floor in front of my fabric bins. I am doing a sewing room tour in just a couple of days. So stay tuned for that. But for today, let's go ahead and jump into it. Here are my knit fabrics. Okay, so I'm just gonna start at the top in the first bin. Oh God, I hope they're also organized. They're gonna become unorganized. Okay, it's fine. It's all for a good cause, right? Okay, so do I want to unfold? Okay, so this is my first one. This feels really good. This has amazing recovery. Gosh, I really do not, I think I got this one from Girl Charlie. I hate how the edges are curling up. However, somebody did give me a tip to use some spray starch and iron the curls down when I'm ready to sew. So I might give that a shot, but this has really great stretch in both directions. So I still don't understand why that's called 4-way stretch instead of 2-way stretch. And this is called 2-way stretch. Is it because it stretches this way and that way? I mean, it has to. If it stretches this way, it has to stretch that way. I don't get it, but I will use the proper terminology. So this is a 4-way stretch. It has much more stretch this way than it does this way. Actually, I don't know if that's true. It's very stretchy. This is a really great fabric. I love the colors. I love the stripes. And I have one, I don't know, maybe 2.5 yards. No idea what I'm going to use this for. At this point in time, I think originally I had planned to make a cashmerette Concord tee, but that is not my favorite t-shirt pattern, at least not yet. I still need to make a modification to the pattern and see if grading out at the waist makes a difference for me. But at this moment in time, it's not my favorite. I did just order the Pattern Emporium's Bestie tee because it was 20% off. So maybe this could be that, because that would be a great like basic tee. And I think there's a ton of options in that pattern. So maybe it'll be a Bestie tee. All right, so this fabric, I remember specifically buying it from Joann's. I bought it I bought it online, and I bought this back when I first started sewing again last year because I had planned to make quite a few of the Sewing Revival Bellbird tops, and the first 2 that I made were in a double brush poly from Joann's, and this is a double brush poly. It feels very nice, but this is a border print, and I thought that could be interesting. So I'm pretty sure I have 3 yards of this, but I'm not sure if the Bellbird top is the right choice for this or not. If you have any ideas as we're going along for any of these fabrics, please let me know. The knit ones I'm gonna have a lot fewer options for, just because I don't do knits that much. So any recommendations that you have, hang on a second, I just had a great idea. So because it's got this border print, and I really do love the seamwork Lido tee, what do you think about this for the Lido t-shirt dress with the border at the bottom and just a basic white ribbing for the neckband and the sleeve and the cuffs? Oh yeah, that sounds like a good plan. I like it. Okay, so this next one, I believe this also came from Girl Charlie. This one I feel like I have about 2 yards of, and this is it's kind of like a mustardy yellow and white stripe, and the stripes are not evenly sized, and it's on this textured base. So you can see there's texture going this way against the lines going that way. And I just thought that was interesting and that it would make a really cool t-shirt. This one is also 4-way stretch. It doesn't have as much stretch this way as it does this way. And I have all of these fabrics, I'm gonna have at least 2 yards, but more than likely I have 3 because my go-to amount is 3 yards, just because sometimes 2 yards is cutting it close to make things for me. I do tend to buy in 3-yard increments, if not more. If I have a fabric that I think I might want to make a maxi or overalls with, then I might buy 4. But yeah, so this one I feel like is 2 yards just from the weight of it. It's kind of thin, so I don't know that I would make a dress out of it. It's actually very thin and I can see through it. So I definitely wouldn't make a dress. I wouldn't mind a shirt out of it, like that doesn't bother me, but a dress might be a little bit too sheer. And it's too thin for a dress for me. It would cling too much and I wouldn't be comfortable. All right, so this next one, this is a remnant actually, but I have so much of it left over that I put it back in with my fabric instead of my scrap bin. And it's this French terry that I got last year. I believe this came from Serger fabrics. And I must have bought 4 yards of this because I still have, I have at least 1 yard of good yardage, and then I've got like this part as a scrap. But I love this fabric. It's this like peachy pink color with these metallic stars that are all different colors, and they kind of change color in the light from like gold to bronze to silver. Isn't that fun? I made my Frugal Frocks dress out of this fabric, and I made just a sweatshirt dress using a sweatshirt that from my own like ready-to-wear closet that I wasn't wearing anymore, and I used a tutorial from Marcy Harriel and made myself a sweatshirt dress, and it came out so cute, and I wear it often actually. And so I don't know that a yard's gonna get me very far actually, so I'm not sure what I could do with that. Maybe I don't know, maybe a tank top. I don't even know if a yard's enough for a tank top for me. And who makes a tank top out of French terry? Yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with that. Okay, this one is also a remnant. This is a fabric that I used to make my very second bellbird top. And it's this floral double brush poly from Joann's, and I still have quite a bit of this left. So I could, yeah, I have a lot of this left. I don't know. Which way does it go? I have about a yard of this left. And it's really cozy. I am going to tell you though that this is the one that I made the bellbird top that I wear semi-often. So it's been washed a lot. It hasn't held up. Like there's pilling all over like this area here on my bellbird top in this specific fabric. So I have several double brush polys from Joann's. I'm probably going to make easy stuff, because if I made something that was really involved and then the fabric didn't hold up, I'd be really pissed. So yeah, I'm going to try and find like some simple, maybe I'll make, I don't know. I bought these to make bellbird tops with, so maybe I'll make a couple more bellbird tops. So here's another double brush poly that I got from Joann's at the same time that I got the other ones. I have not touched this one yet. So what is this? Like one. So it looks like I have 2.5 yards. It's this yellow with these stripes of flowers, and the flowers are like purple and red. There's some white stripes in there too with the green leaves. So I'm not sure if, I mean, the lighting is bad. I look like I have like black eyes and I don't. But I'm not sure yellow is a good color for me, but I do like this. I don't love it as much as I did when I bought it. So this isn't going to be made up anytime soon because I'm not super excited about it. But if you have any ideas on what you think it could be, I would love to hear your thoughts. Okay. And then the last one in this first bin, this is like an would you call that emerald green? The light's kind of washing it out. It's a little bit darker than what it's showing on the camera. I would call this an emerald green. It's very stretchy. It's like it feels like a crepe. Maybe even like it's not a scuba. It's a little bit lighter than a scuba, but it's kind of like that on the inside, and then the outside is textured. I got this from Zinks. So there is a fabric store in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It has a ton of quilting fabrics, and then in the back it has all kinds of other like this place was humongous. I honestly feel like if they had like if they offered their fabrics online, they would be way more popular than Fabric Mart because they have a much bigger selection and really good prices. I don't think I paid more than $5 a yard for anything that I bought at Zinks. I could be wrong about that, but the prices were really inexpensive. So this is a pretty wide fabric, and it does have stretch both ways. It's got more stretch this way, and I have 1, 2, 3 yards of this. I feel like this could make a good dress because it's thick enough that it wouldn't cling to every bump and bulge, and it's a pretty color. Oh, I must have bought the end of bolt because it's 2 3/4 yards. I got a sticker on this one. 2 3/4 yards, and the whole thing was $5.74. Not bad. Okay, so I don't know. I don't have too many patterns for knit dresses, but maybe. What do you think? What knit dress? I do have a pattern for a knit dress that I'm going to be making in October, so stay tuned for that. I have an announcement coming out on Thursday about a challenge that I'm running in the month of October, and within that I have a collaboration that I'm going to be talking about, and I'm going to be making a knit dress for that. Okay, so here's a fabric I don't even remember. It feels very nice though. It feels like it's a double brush poly. I don't think I got this one from Joann's. I don't remember this at all. But I like the color. It's like a lime green. When did I buy this? Maybe I bought this from Girl Charlie? Heck, I don't know. But I love the color. It was, lime green was my mom's favorite color. So this looks like it's about 2.5 yards. It's a wide fabric. Lots of stretch, great recovery. It definitely feels like a double brush poly. Lime green. That's a fun color. I like it. I think I would like a basic t-shirt out of this. I think I could get a lot of wear out of that. It could mix and match with a lot of other things. Like, I think some of my tank style dresses, I think I could get away with wearing them in the fall if I had like a t-shirt underneath. And I think this would actually go well. Yeah, I have some other fabrics in my woven stash that this would go really well with, that I could make like an outfit out of. I like that. All right, this is another fabric that I got from Zinks, and I don't like it anymore. So I don't know if I'll make anything with this at all. It is obviously it's a knit. Everything I'm talking about today is a knit. The stretch, it's got stretch this way, but not this way. And it's this, I mean, it's kind of neat. It's got this watercolor style stripes that are, it's navy and like a fuchsia red and a peach color on an off-white background. There's some baby blue in there. The problem is that it's just super thin and it's very see-through, and I have no idea what I would make with this. I have, let's see, 1, 2. It looks like I have a little more than 3 yards, or maybe it's right at 3 yards. I don't know. Is that how you guys measure? I feel like an arm's length is about a yard. So yeah, this is just this, definitely too thin for a dress. Unless I lined it, which I don't know if I don't like it enough to put that much effort into it. I was shopping today. This is not a fabric that I would pick up. It just wouldn't catch my eye. It's not terrible. It's just not my color, not colors that I gravitate to. So not sure if I'll even ever do anything with that. Maybe I'll end up destashing it. Who knows? Okay, so here's another fabric from Girl Charlie, and it's the same as the pink and white stripe that I showed you earlier. It's just a different colorway. So I definitely like this. Turquoise is my color. Guys, this one just really has great stretch. I think this is like a jersey lycra maybe. That's what it feels like. So yeah, I really like this one. And I can definitely see some basic t-shirts being made out of that. These next two are more double brushed polys. This one is a double brushed poly from Zinks. I believe this came from Zinks. Yeah, this feels really nice. So I thought that was a fun floral. It's got the turquoise background with the orange and red flowers on it. I like it. Don't know what I'll make with it, but I like it. And then this one is a double brush poly from Joann's. And this has like this light blue background with these peach colored flowers with some rust colored leaves. I just like the color combination on this. I think it's kind of neat. What do you think? Pretty sure I have 3 yards of this one. And I have, this feels like more than 3 yards. So this one I have 4 3/8. I knew it was more. Because I must have gotten the end of the bolt. I really like this one. And this one feels like it's about 3 yards. And then this one, no idea where I got this one. Do you guys do that? Do you have stuff in your stash you just don't even remember buying it at all? So this is just like a, I don't know, like a a forest green. It's almost like a blue green, actually. Like a teal, maybe. Maybe this came from Zinks. This is just a jersey knit. It's got four-way stretch. Does it? Yeah. It's got four-way stretch, but the stretch this way is really slight. It's stretchier this way. Again, another one that's kind of sheer. But I feel like I have quite a bit of this. This feels like it came from Zinks. I don't know why I'm saying that. But that's what I think. So yeah, forest blue, green, teal. What would you call that? Okay, so this next bunch of knits are definitely not my style anymore. I bought these last year with the intention of putting together like a fall capsule wardrobe, which I've also come to realize is not my thing. I don't need stuff to mix and match. These are all kind of fallish neutral colors. Nothing wrong with them. They're very beautiful. And I will probably end up using them as some basics to go like under stuff, t-shirts or whatever. But I have way more of it than I need. So this one is one I actually do not remember buying at all. And it is kind of it's a darker like gold color. And it's a really thin jersey knit, very, very thin. Let me see if I can show you. Really thin. It's, I mean, very drapey, but this kind of knit just to me, for me and my body shape, is very clingy. It's not something that I will really be interested in wearing. So this, I don't know, maybe I'll end up doing a D-stash. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about doing that. Just because I can't tell you what the fiber content is or anything. Yeah, I don't know about that. So I'm not sure what I'll do with that one. This one is a Ponte. I had bought this, couldn't tell you where from, but I remember buying it last year with the goal, it might have come from Joann's, with the goal of making a pair of culottes for my fall capsule wardrobe. So it's a really nice Ponte. I actually used some of it as a muslin. I used it as a toile for my jeggings. So I had that beautiful faux suede and I didn't want to mess it up at all. And because the jeggings had negative ease, I wanted to make sure that I got the fit right. And this had the same amount of stretch as my faux suede. So I used it as muslin fabric, but I had bought so much of it that to make the culottes that I have a ton left over. So I have a couple of yards left over, which is why it's in my fabric stash and not in the scrap bin. So I have one, man, how much of this did I buy? 2, 3. So I have 3 yards left. So I don't know. I had to have used more than a yard for my muslin. No, I guess I didn't have to because I made the muslin like really, I just did it as bare minimum as possible for the muslin. So yeah, this is something, this color, it's like this oatmeal color. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a pair of jeggings out of it. Like you know, put some effort into it because that'd be a good basic to have. Just not the most exciting thing. Even for my pants, like when I, even though I wear a lot of color on top, I'll wear color on bottom too. Like I'll mix and match. I'll wear a bright, solid color top with a patterned pant or vice versa. I just like a lot of color. And I know, you know, the old rule of thumb is when you're heavy, you're supposed to wear dark colors to try and minimize. And I don't care about that. So I like color, so I'm gonna wear color. Okay, so then I've got this fabric, which I actually do love this one. So this is kind of like a rusty orange waffle knit. And I don't remember the pattern that I bought to make this, with this. But this would be a really good like funnel neck, like sweatshirt style top. I have a lot of yardage of this. It's kind of sheer. So I would probably have to wear like a tank top or something underneath it, because you can see like the holes in it are like wide open. But it's still, I love the color. So this is a color that, although I would consider this kind of neutral, it's a fun color to me. So this is an autumn color, autumn fall color that I could get into, because I can mix and match it with a lot of things, and it's still kind of my style. So I like that. So then I have this beautiful gray, and yeah, I do think gray is pretty. This, oh my gosh, it feels good. It must be, it's another double brush poly. It's got great stretch. Feels like I have about maybe 2.5 yards of this. And this is another one. It could be just a great basic tee. I don't know what I had intended to make with this, because just a basic tee is not something that I've been interested in making. So I'm not sure why I bought some of these things if now they're going to end up as a basic tee, and that's not what I was ever intending to make in the first place. Who knows? Change our minds all the time, don't we, girls and boys? This next fabric you would have seen recently if you saw my Sewcation fabric haul. And this is not a color that you're used to seeing from me, but I love it. It's so chic and classy looking. Like I just envision like a ski bunny kind of a top. Again, like a turtleneck, funnel neck kind of top. It's this cream color. It's really thick. It's got this beautiful jacquard like embossing on it. It's I don't know, it's almost like it's on a scuba backing. But yeah, it's got this beautiful texture to it. And I just think that a turtleneck, funnel neck top would be gorgeous in this. I do have a cape style poncho that I'm thinking of making with this that I think could be really awesome. So then I have this gorgeous piece of fabric. I bought this past summer. I remember it. I don't remember where I bought it from though. But look at the colors in this thing. Oh my goodness. This is totally me. These colors are fantastic. They're nice and bright, but they can be worn in fall. So this is something I could make and get away with wearing through the fall. It's not, I can see through it, but I don't feel like it's super sheer. It definitely has Lycra spandex in it. So I don't know, maybe it's a Lycra jersey. It's hard to tell. But I love it. It almost feels like a swimsuit material. So maybe it is just spandex. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. I haven't been super interested in making athletic wear for myself. I have just recently started a new program that's, you know, it's got a meal plan and a workout program. But I have enough stuff to work out in. I don't know, maybe eventually I'll get to a point where I want to make my own, and this would be a great pair of workout pants. I don't know, maybe. I saw a lady wearing a pair of workout pants the other day, and I loved the style of them. The seam lines on them were pretty cool. So I don't know. Mari, maybe I'll be giving you a call. to teach me how to make some exercise pants. Okay, we only have one bin left. This next fabric, I bought this past summer, and I got it from, this was from my very first Minerva purchase. And oh my gosh, it's such a cool fabric. I don't even begin to know what I'm gonna make with it because I don't wanna mess it up. But I got 2 yards of this, and it is a, what they call it, like a leather look knit. So it definitely has this shiny, like leathery look to it. It's so cool. Like, it's just the texture of it is just really neat. It's this gorgeous, I don't know, would you call that periwinkle blue? It's beautiful. And it's a stretch. It's definitely got spandex, lycra in it. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to make with this, but I had to have it. And I just think that it's beautiful. I have 2 yards of it. So this is going to make something very interesting. Okay, these next 3 fabrics I bought in order to make a hoodie. It's the Kira hoodie from Sinclair Patterns. And I had seen Andra from Andra Makes make a hoodie from Sinclair Patterns. I had the pattern wrong, but she had color blocked using a tie-dye fabric, and I thought that was really cool. So I got all 3 of these fabrics came from, I'll have to put it at the bottom because I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but I was one of the winners for the Sew 70s challenge in July. And with that, I got an In a Haystack subscription. Not subscription. I got the In a Haystack pack for the month of August. And with the pack comes a discount code for a fabric store. And I used my discount code to buy these next 4 fabrics, but the next 3 I bought specifically to make the Kira hoodie from Sinclair Patterns. So this first one is, it's this brushed fleece, but it's really lightweight. Like, it's really thin and drapey. And I just love the colors. It's just fun and happy, like pastel-y kind of. It's called neon, but they come across more as pastel for the most part, in my opinion, except maybe the yellow. And it's just so soft and cozy. I think that is gonna be beautiful on a hoodie. And then I got 2 rib knits to go with it. So I've got this neon orange, and I got 1 yard of all 3 of these because I figured that would be enough to piece together. So I've got this neon orange, and neon pink. And I think that they will go really well with this tie-dye. It'll look really cool and fun and vibrant, and I'm excited about that. So I'm just waiting until it gets a little cooler here in my neck of the woods before I work on that, because I have so many things to work on that why am I going to work on something that I can't wear anytime soon? So I do have that in my plans, and I know exactly what I want to use these 3 for. So that's unusual. This next one I also bought from the same fabric company, and this is it's called Lush Rib Knit, and it just feels so nice, and it's this gorgeous lilac color. I love this one so much. My husband loves when I wear purple, and I love purple. It's one of my favorite colors. I mean, let's face it, all colors are my favorites, unless they're neutrals. But yeah, I got 3 yards of this one, and I think this would make a good, I don't know, what would it make a good one? I don't know if I want this to be a summer top or a winter top. This next fabric is remnant fabric. It's not remnant. I mean, I have more of this left than what I've already used. So I used this. This is a double brush poly that I got from Joann's. It's this beautiful like wildflower print. And I have a couple of yards left of it. I had used this to make my seamwork fin t-shirt. It's a raglan tee, and I used this with this and made the raglan tee. This was the body, this was the sleeves, and I still have a couple of yards left of this. So I feel like I want to make pajamas out of this. So my fin tee I am wearing it as a pajama top. So maybe I'll make some matching shorts or something out of these. I think that would, or maybe some matching leggings, because I sleep in leggings usually. That could be fun. And I have a couple of leggings patterns. So yeah, I'll do that. And then I have a ton of this left as well. It's also a double brush poly. Both of those I got, both the floral and this one. And what's left of this turquoise I got from Joann's. And I have a lot of this left. Not sure what I'll make with that. It's just a solid pink. And then this really should be in my remnant pile because there's not enough of it to do anything with. So that goes over there. That's it, guys. That's all of my knit fabrics. So I will, I would love it if you would give me some suggestions on any of these. I do have some of them where I've got some ideas on what I'm going to do with it, but as you know, knits are not my thing, so I don't have a ton of ideas on how to use knits. But I do want to up my game, so I do want to start working with some of these fabrics and improving my knit sewing skills. So thank you so much for joining me today. Wherever you are, I hope the weather is amazing, and I hope you're able to get some sewing in. I will see you next time, possibly with the start of my woven stash. All right, bye.